Hey, and welcome to another episode of Crockpot. And today we're doing that classic, just makes your soul feel good dish, pot roast. So the first thing I want to do is get my seasoning blend together. Because if you're using those packets of chemicals, I want you to stop and start making your own. Those things have hydrolyzed corn gluten, MSG, caramel color, silicone dioxide, soy protein, all of these things that you want nothing to do with. And it's so easy to make your own homemade blend. And you can make, when you're making one, make a double batch, and then you're ready for the next time that you want to make pot roast. Make 2 or 3 batches if you make pot roast a lot. So here we go. I'm going to do 1/2 cup all-purpose flour, 1/4 cup brown sugar. I've got 2 tablespoons each garlic powder, onion powder. I'm going to do a tablespoon kosher salt, and then I'm going 2 tablespoons each oregano, thyme, and basil. And then I want about 2 teaspoons of freshly cracked pepper. I'm doing my blend here, but of course black pepper works perfect here. And then I have a tablespoon paprika, teaspoon celery salt, and a 1/4 teaspoon cayenne. Now, doesn't that look beautiful? No chemicals needed. So we're going to give that a really good shake. And now I have a 3-pound beef chunk. Isn't it just beautiful? And I'm going to cover both sides with some of my seasoning here. Pat it down. Just really get it patted in there, and we're going to do both sides. So I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to get my crock pot, and we're going to start building the base of this pot roast. In the bottom of my crock pot here, I'm going to add my potatoes and vegetables. I need about 5 stalks of celery and about 3 pounds of carrots. In we go. And then I did a bag of fingerling potatoes. These are the ones I got. They're so beautiful. Look how purple the purple ones are, and even the red ones, they have red all the way through them. These are just beautiful. And if you want, you can dice up an onion in here. I tried to find some pearl onions or some cipollini onions because I really like those whole in here, those whole little tiny onions. But I couldn't find any, so I'm just going to leave the onions out. There is onions in the sauce, so I think that'll be fine. And then I want to just cover this with a little salt and pepper down in here, just building those flavors. And then this is going to wait for us to come back from the stove with our chuck and our sauce. So I've got my pan on high. You want this really, really hot to sear this chuck in. So when I think it's hot enough, I'm going to do about a tablespoon of avocado oil, and we're going to let this sear about 3 to 4 minutes on each side. I'm sorry I don't have a bigger pan here. If I was on the boat, I'd have my big cast iron, but you have to make do with what you have sometimes, and that's what we're doing today. So about 3 minutes each side. You can see that pretty sear that we got on there. So we're going to do another 3 minutes for this side. So I'm going to take my roast out. I have lowered my heat to medium. I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of butter. And to that, I'm going to add 1 onion diced. And we're going to let this cook for about 3 minutes. Let those onions soften up. And next we're going to add some garlic. I did a good like 6 or 7 cloves of garlic. And then to this we're going to add the rest of that seasoning blend. And this is going to help that flour in there cook to lose that raw flour taste and make our roux. So we want to cook this for at least a minute. Now if it feels a little dry, not like your normal roux gets kind of paste-like. That's okay. That's just because of all those seasonings. It's still cooking. So if you like a little red wine, this is the perfect time to add it. Add 1 cup of red wine and just let that cook a couple minutes and let that red wine reduce down. So now I'm going to add about 32 ounces of beef stock. I'm just going to add a little at first. Let that hot get used to a new temperature. And scrape along the bottom and get all that fond off the bottom. It's all flavor. Now this is going to continue to thicken as it cooks in the crock pot all day. So we'll turn the heat off and we're going to go back to our crock pot. So I'm going to pour about half of this over my vegetables. And we're going to get our chuck and set them on top. You know, I had the Worcestershire sitting over there and I still forgot to put it in. But in here, put about a teaspoon of your Worcestershire sauce. So on top of that, we're going to go this beautiful Mr. Chuck roast. We're going to cover him up. Now, for this big 3-pound guy, I'm going to say on high, probably 5 hours, and on low, 6 to 8. It's a big guy here. So we're going in the crock pot, and I like low. If you have the time, do the low. Go, you know, maybe up to 8 hours, and just really let it all cook and do its thing. And I'll see you in a few hours. I feel like these days I just keep forgetting things. Bay leaves. I've got a couple bay leaves, and I've got a few sprigs of rosemary, and I'm just going to tuck those all in around there. And then back to the crock pot. So here we are many hours later, and voila. Now, I like to just take mine out of the crock pot, take the lid off, and just let it sit for about 10 minutes. Just let everything just kind of settle in and calm down. So now comes the fun part of getting your beef out of there without it completely falling apart on you. And if it does start to fall apart, that's okay too. I'm going to put that in my serving dish here. And then I like to take my vegetables out and then strain off my gravy to serve on the side, and make sure you throw away your rosemary twigs and your bay leaves. Now, this kind of depends on how thick you want this gravy. If you want your gravy really thick, then bump it up to a cup of flour. If you don't want to use the flour, if you have somebody that's gluten intolerant, then substitute 2 tablespoons of cornstarch for the flour in that spice mix, in your pot roast spice mix. But this is going to be delicious. So I've got mine strained, and oh boy, but it tastes amazing. So just look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that beautiful? So delicious. So homemade. Because you really can't say you made it homemade if you're opening up packages of chemicals now, can you? So, little gravy over this. That's a beautiful thing. Thank you all. I hope you enjoyed today's pot roast. And I'll see you later. Bye.